My next guest has written, directed, and starred in his own critically acclaimed one-man show, Only the Truth is Funny. Very funny gentleman. Please welcome Rick Reynolds, folks. Rick. How are you, Ricardo?
Good. Neelan's going to love that update comment.
What was it?
Remember? Update sucks now that you're not there.
Oh, from Nancy?
Yeah.
I cannot control what goes on from that chair, Ricardo.
All right.
Hey, now I saw your one-man show in New York. I was the one bravoing in the back of the room.
Thank you.
I have to get the cases with you here. What is this neurotic aversion to being called a stand-up comedian?
I don't have a neurotic aversion to that. Nazi would be good, instead. I don't know. Stand-up comedy has got to be a thing that I dreaded doing. And for really obvious reasons. I mean, you must have, too. You got out of it way before I did when you got into Saturday Night Live. Did you always enjoy it?
I still love it. I feel it's a very noble profession. But I don't see all the trappings of it. Is it just a venue change that takes you from stand-up to a one-man
I think
show?
stand-up could have gone one of two different ways. In the early days, there were guys who opened for strippers, and there were guys who worked in coffee shops and talked about politics and stuff. And it's gone really stripper. I mean, even tonight, with the guys, I don't know where they were, really out of control guys. I hate performing for those guys.
Yeah.
It's like we've gone past the me generation to the me. I want to be part of the show. I mean, for an example, and to take nothing away from you, nobody in this audience likes you 2 minutes worth of applause. Nobody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you come out and it won't stop with the applause and it just goes on and on. Are you embarrassed by that?
No, I realize that they like me 3 minutes worth, but we have to get on with the show. I don't know. Didn't you ever get into showbiz for some of that magic? It's a little bit fake.
Let me ask you this question.
Okay.
As far as the love with your audience. We take this audience out, machine guns pointed at their heads, all of them. And we strap your hand down, and there's an axe going to cut your little finger off. Which would you rather? Have your little finger cut off, or have them all die?
Well, sure, I'd lose my little finger.
Oh, you lying bastard!
But then again, the reason I say that is because I'm in syndication.
There you go. You'll suck up to whoever you have to. Anyway.
It's not sucking up. There's something fun about the game, isn't there? You don't have
There are incredibly great stand-ups, and they're our friends, and they're really good, but you got out of it at a time, you no longer go to Chuck-Chucks and Walla Walla.
Still do clubs? Yep, still do.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, people respect you.
Yeah.
Lord knows why, but they do.
All right. Let's talk about your, now, one thing we can share. Now, this is an unadulterated joy. Right. Obviously, for both of us, we just had kids. So
I know.
Tell me,
I haven't seen, how old is your...
My little boy's 18 months old.
13 months.
Yeah.
And, if you don't have kids, you don't know. It sounds like, oh, shut up already. It is so great, this thing.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Well, it's unqualified joy. It's unfiltered joy. You don't find anything wrong with that, do you?
No.
Okay.
Although, I used to hate children.
I was going to say, now, if the Nazis had your kid tied up on those two bent-over trees like they did in the old Tarzan movies...
Would you?
Tell me about, what's your big revelations about having a kid? How is it open?
I think the neatest thing about having a kid is it's the only thing in life you can't walk away from. If this show got too much, the hours are too much, you'd go, screw it, I'm gone. I'll break my contract, sue me. I really don't care. You can't do that with your kid. You just can't. Screaming 3 in the morning, you're going, oh, Christ, I want to sleep. You can't. You got to get up. And I think it matures you. It makes you be a grown-up. And I've gotten very teary. I'm very weepy about my son, Cooper. Just anything. I saw, this was true, a McDonald's commercial, right? Guy walks in and says, I want an Egg McMuffin. I'm going to go see my daughter. Then he goes to the hospital, and his wife's in bed, right? And he leans over, and there's a baby. I'm sitting there, and I burst out crying. Nothing there, no reason to cry. I'm Mr. Weepmeister. I won't cry if somebody's in the room with me. Are you that way?
Well, just the mere thought
of how bad... I don't care. I mean,
Yeah, just mere thought of how bad McDonald's is always brings tears to my eyes. So.
Can you say McDonald's? I'm doing this show for NBC, and Standard & Practices steps in. It's the things you can't say. You can't mention a product. Like right now, if I said, I love Kellogg's Raisin Bran, somebody's some lawyers running around, and I hate Post Raisin Bran. Somebody right now, there's a lawsuit going to be, hopefully on you.
Tell me about the new show, real quick. It's, when's it coming up in the fall?
It's coming up in the fall, and I want to say this, NBC has been nothing but great, because it's a cutting-edge, different kind of show. It's really dark, sardonic. I call it a dysfunctional Wonder Years, and they have been, no, it's true, Warren Littlefield has been absolutely great.
Yeah.
But I'm here actually to push, I'm doing my one-man show in San Francisco.
Up in San Francisco.
Right.
Its final run begins at the Marines Memorial Theater in San Francisco, March 25th through May 10th. Only the Truth is Funny, and it truly is one of the great nights of theater. Well, I'll call it theater because you're into theater now.
Thanks a lot, Dennis.
It was funny. That's what it was.
Thanks.
It was funny. Rick Reynolds, folks. We'll be right back after this.